Scotty Nguyen was born in Nha Trang, Vietnam in October 1962 as Tuan Nguyen. Unlike some young poker players, Scotty had to overcome all odds to become the player he is today. But he achieved it. His early youth was spent in Vietnam, but his parents moved him to Taiwan when he was quite little. By the age of 14, Scotty had acquired a sponsor in Orange County, California, which was a turning point in his young life. Growing up, Scotty was fairly disruptive, sometimes skipping school to play cards in illegal poker rooms that tolerated his behavior while performing poorly in his academic endeavors. Scotty Nguyen hopped between numerous poker formats throughout his career, but he demonstrated an incredible skill for all forms of card games, consistently defeating his opponents in all varieties of poker as well as other card games such as elimination blackjack. Scotty's story is one of difficulty and perseverance, as this great poker champion didn't have it easy. While some regard Scotty as a villain for his occasional table antics, those who know him well recognize what a character he truly is. Scotty's poker experience began at an early age, as he participated in illegal poker games as a teenager. However, his first encounters with real poker would come after he became legal. He moved to Las Vegas at the age of 21 and began working as a dealer at Harrah's, one of the city's most prominent poker rooms. He dealt cards during the day, but lost most of his profits at night playing 7-card stud games. The specifics of this era are unknown, but it's evident that Scotty had to learn the requisite poker skills the hard way, losing and breaking even for months on end. He was invited to a no-limit hold'em event at Lake Tahoe in 1985. While dealing, he continued to play at night, but eventually had better luck at the tables, earning about $10,000 on the trip. He returned to Las Vegas after the trip and his luck had changed. Over the next month, Scotty earned approximately $1 million at the tables, putting him on the path to becoming the Prince of Poker. With this newly acquired money, the Scotty Nguyen poker adventure could finally begin. He joined some of the largest games in town and was soon seated at the main table alongside Puggy Pearson and Johnny Chan. Scotty moved into Caesar's Palace and began playing high-stakes games, spending a lot of money every day, buying nice cars, and bragging about his success. He also began misusing alcohol and drugs at an early age, as is common, and the lifestyle quickly caught up with him. Before long, the million he'd earned was gone. He returned to the low-stakes games, attempting to claw his way back to the life he had become accustomed to. In the 80s and early 90s, poker was primarily about cash games, but tournaments became the next big thing in the late 90s. Scotty started playing tournaments in 1995 and 1996, but it wasn't until 1997 that he caught a major break at the World Series of Poker. His first poker tournament victory came in a $2,000 Omaha 8 or better event, where he defeated Mike Matusow to win his first bracelet and $156,950. He continued to play tournaments and honed his skills in all types of poker, including no-limit Texas Hold'em. His run at glory began with a WSOP final table appearance in a $2,000 NLH event, where he came third to take home $66,000. Within 20 days, he was sitting at the final table of a WSOP tournament again, this time the main event, where he won his second career bracelet and $1 million in cash. Over the years, he played poker tournaments of all stakes, winning 100 buy-ins or more in smaller stakes events while playing cash games on the side. He cemented his name as the Prince of Poker by winning 2 pieces of bling within 8 days, taking down the $2,500 pot limit Omaha event with rebuys for $178,480 and beating Phil Hellmuth for the $5,000 Omaha 8 bracelet just days later. Despite not winning significant pieces of poker jewelry, he had decent results in tournaments across the country and the world, including a win at the 2004 Fiesta Al Lago and a 4th place at the 2005 annual Jack Binion World Poker Open in Tunica. In 2008, the poker boom was in full swing, and Scotty became a household name for poker fans worldwide. After winning a pair of bracelets at the 2006 WSOP, Scotty had notable results at the 2007 edition, including an 11th place finish at the main event. In 2009, he played his best game, final tabled a $2,500 NLH event, but busted in 7th place for $50,000 cash. 9 days later, Scotty joined the $50,000 Horse Players Championship, the toughest tournament of the series. He started the day by ordering the first of his many beers and played well in all variants. However, as he had more beers, he berated other players, insulted the staff, and acted unethically. Despite his shenanigans and insults, Scotty managed to beat the field and Michael DeChamel in the heads-up duel to take home the bracelet and nearly $2 million in prize money. This was the most glorious moment of Scotty's poker career, but there was a sense of failure due to the televised event. Poker media and players agreed that the WSOP hadn't done enough to stop Scotty's behavior, but the event was now done and Scotty took home his 5th bracelet. To redeem himself, Scotty apologized to his fans on multiple occasions and admitted to breaking various rules of poker etiquette. The WSOP should have probably limited Scotty's alcohol intake at the table, as almost everyone in the room knew he had a problem with it. However, this event led to Scotty promising never to drink alcohol during televised poker events and never to repeat such a debacle on TV again. Poker players don't disclose all their winnings and losses to the public, unlike investors, businessmen, and sports players. Scotty has accumulated $12.6 million in tournament winnings over his nearly 30 years in poker. However, it's difficult to estimate his net worth as there are taxes, living expenses, and other factors involved. It's unlikely that he could sustain his luxury lifestyle solely on tournament winnings alone. Cash game winnings are impossible to assess, as he likely boosted his poker bankroll by millions of dollars playing inside games. Many poker players also invest a significant portion of their earnings in real estate and other commodities, which Scotty likely did. A good estimate for his net worth would be around $10 million, which is not too high considering his tournament winnings and decades of beating cash games. Scotty has always been the biggest personality in the room, with flashy clothing, jewelry, and frequent conversation at the poker table. One famous moment in his career was during the 1998 WSOP main event, where he won the biggest piece of poker bling using speech play. Since then, Scotty has been known for his table talk and antics, which have toned down over time. While his antics may have been out of hand during the 2008 Player Championship, they are usually funny and not insulting to opponents. Scotty's personality has changed over the years, but he remains one of the biggest characters at any poker table. It's been a long time since the Prince of Poker won a major poker award, and the amount of events he's appeared in has decreased in recent years. Part of the reason for this is the ever-increasing number of tournament poker players, making it tougher to emerge victorious and earn titles. Another factor could be that the fields are harder and the opponents are far more difficult to beat. Nonetheless, anyone who believes Scotty's poker career has ended would be quite mistaken. The Vietnamese-American pro is still active in the poker scene today, frequently hanging out with the game's greatest stars such as Phil Hellmuth and Daniel Negreanu. The global epidemic certainly put the entire poker community on hold, but that didn't stop Scotty and his close poker friends from having a nice time and sharing stories from the past. Now that the tournament circuit is back on track, we can expect to see him rub shoulders with the poker elite once more. The Prince of Poker is still one of the players who helped to popularize poker around the world, and we can anticipate him to put on a few more shows before his poker career is over. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel before you leave.